I wanted to make a review video on the HJC-I90. I spent a lot of time researching different helmets and I couldn't find some of the information I really wanted. So thought I might do somebody somewhere some good if they're thinking about an HJC-I90. So I had a budget, $450. So I knew I could look at the top of the low-end helmets. And this is the top of the low-end HJC modulars. I looked at Sedici and Shark and I don't know, Built and Bell and a bunch. So first thing, I'm in Houston, so it's 105 degrees for several months straight this year, most of the time in the summer. So I was looking for something with good ventilation, and this has a huge scoop on top, which seemed like maybe it would do something. And it does. It works. At 45 miles an hour, I can feel a breeze on my head. I've never had that before on a helmet. So that's good. The chin vent doesn't really do anything. I can sometimes feel like a feather pushed a little air against my chin with the chin vent, so, but whatever. The head vent works. Okay, so my head measures 22 3/4 inches. As you can see, I'm a big guy. I don't, wear 2XL clothes. I'm 285 pounds, give or take 5 pounds. My head measures a medium on the chart. There's no way a medium's gonna work. My last helmet was a 5XL. It was way too big. It flopped around on my head. I didn't like it. I wanted something that fits tighter. So this is a large. I probably should have got an extra large or 2XL, but I already, when I ordered it, I already ordered replacement cheek pads. These are the new cheek pads. The cheek pads are XL instead of large. They're extra large, which means they're 5 millimeters thinner to make room for a bigger face. Even so, it's still, the helmet doesn't fit quite right. If I could get 2XL cheek pads, it would probably be perfect, but I can't find them anywhere. Not on eBay, JC, whatever that is, Cycle Gear, and nobody has the replacement cheek pads, hardly. The D-ring on this is small. It's much harder to manipulate with my sausages than my old helmet, my Built. Other than that, the helmet's very comfortable. I can put it on with my glasses on, which is cool, which is good. Show you a couple cool features, I guess. Cool features. Alright. That's with glasses on. I had to buy the HJC Smart 10B. I had a FOD Sport FX8, which worked awesome. My callers couldn't even tell I was on a motorcycle. I would have to tell them, and they were always surprised to learn I was on a motorcycle. But with this, my callers can hear the wind, they can hear the engine, they can hear me. We can have a conversation, but they don't want to stay on the phone a long time because it's kind of annoying to hear all the background noise. And this comm system has no bass. It's all treble. You can hear the lyrics. It gets loud enough, you can hear the lyrics. And the drums, the percussion, real good. And so from the lyrics, you know what song it is, but there's no bass. It's pretty annoying. I'm not a music file. I don't really care about one brand or one type of speaker. I don't bother with equalizers. I don't care that much. But even I can tell that this sucks terribly for music. And it's okay for phone calls. But it's the only thing that's going to fit in this helmet. If you want to wear this helmet, you're going to get this comm system. My speakers on my FX8 were too thick to fit in the speaker pockets. They were pressing on my ears. It was extremely painful. Okay, so here's a cool thing. This beak chin guard, it snaps into place. That's pretty, I've never had that either. It doesn't close on its own. I have to hold the back of the helmet, and I guess that's because my cheeks are still too big and it's pushing out, so the latches don't line up. I have to actually hold the back of the helmet and push, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Here's a weird thing. With the visor up like this, I get no air. You would think it would scoop the air into the scoop, but no. Somehow it blocks the scoop. As I drive faster, get to 45 miles an hour, this will come down. 55, it'll come here, which means I have to look under or over it. 65, 75. Eventually it will close on its own, so that's annoying, and I can't find a way to tighten it. But because I actually have airflow when the visor's down, I just ride like that with the visor down. The smoke shield works okay. Sometimes it'll touch the tip of my nose, so I back it off a little like this. Comes down, and then I back it off just a little bit, and it stays there. It stays where I put it. The glasses are comfortable. If you get the comm system that's built in, the speakers, you can't feel them. They're recessed into a pocket. It's easy to take on and off. The top vent works. I think it looks nice. It's smaller than my other helmet, which is, I don't have a lot to compare it to, but that's kind of nice. It's very lightweight. At speeds around, well, highway speeds, let's say, it feels like it's got a little bit of a lift, so it feels like it's even lighter. I don't know if that's real or imagined. I can't find a way to tighten the clear visor so it stays up, and it doesn't really have detents. I mean, technically I guess you can kind of, but it's, the detents aren't firm enough to hold it like that, so they may as well not even be there, really. What else can I tell you about this helmet? I know I can buy a replacement headliner, and maybe one day I can find 2XL cheek pads and it'll fit even better. I had to remove the breath guard. It comes with a breath guard right here, but that was touching my nose, so I had to take that out. One day, if the cushions compress enough that the helmet doesn't get stretched out, maybe I can put the breath guard back on and it won't be on my nose. That's not a big deal. I haven't had this fog up yet. It is pin lock ready, so if it does start fogging, I can put a pin lock insert. And I would say overall, I don't regret the money I spent on it, which is saying a lot for me. I usually have a buyer's regret on everything, but I feel like it's nice, it's lightweight, it's got a good safety rating. It's a ECE 2205. I know it's not the new 2206, but I've never had anything ECE anything before. It's always like maybe dot, and it kind of looks like somebody might have just put that dot sticker on there. That's usually the helmets I end up with. So it's the best one that I've had so far. I guess there's not really a lot else to say about it. It's comfortable. The large is too tight, even though my head measures medium. I should have known that, and I should have gone with an XL or a 2XL. But I'm going to make it work. Eventually the cheek pads and whatever, the other padding will compress, and eventually it'll fit even better than it does now. But it's not terribly uncomfortable. I could do a 4 or 5 hour trip with no problem. Hopefully if I do a few of those, the pads will compress where I can do longer trips, because I like long trips. So yeah, that's the HJC-I90. I think it's worth it.